It's been a while, guys. I think it's like been 4 months since I've been able to get on here. So we are alive, we're back, and I'm going to explain why. See you in a minute. I'm alive, guys. I shouldn't giggle about that. This isn't going to be a how-to. This isn't going to be an alternative. This isn't going to be any video. This is an apology note to everybody who's been faithful to my channel. People who've supported my website, people who've bought flies off of me, and people who've bought my books over the years. We've sold probably well over 100,000 books over the years. You guys built my YouTube up. I think we're 43,000 people or something. It's something. Like, I took this as a dream from nothing, and because of you guys, it's turned into something awesome. I haven't been on here in 120 days. And excuses are like asses. Everybody's got one. But I want to explain to you why. So first and foremost, my computer, I'm a window licker when it comes to computers, and I have really struggled trying to get into it, and I got that fixed, and I'll explain the circumstances of life that took off to why I haven't been able to. So first and foremost, if you have made an order, if you've won a contest and you didn't get your things in this last little glitch of things that we had, I didn't forget about you. I had no way to log in and get the access to get everything for you. I have found that thing. There's 3 of you who have made orders that got missed. Everything else, I think we got good. I couldn't find them. I didn't see them. We got it corrected, and you will be getting a full refund Monday morning, and plus you're going to still get your item. I don't know how else I can make that up to you. Whatever I can do, I'm sorry, but you're going to get your money back, and you're going to get the item that you ordered for free on us, and I'm going to throw some goodies in the deal as well. The contest, guys, the last contest, the stuff got logged up in the website. I don't know if I got hacked. I don't know what happened. I lost the ability to get into there, but the items are here. The addresses are recovered. That's going in the mail Monday with some other stuff as well. So I apologize, guys. I'm not that guy. I don't do that. And it was beyond my control. So with that said, 120 days ago, my mom almost died on me. She got put in the hospital for, I think, 27 days. It was hard because I don't have a great relationship with my mom, but my daughter really does. And they put her down in Texas, a couple hours away from us. And I had to drive my daughter back and forth to go stay with her because nobody else in the family was down there. And it's just an awkward mess. So we did that. So when that started happening, I wasn't able to be home. By the time I got home, the last thing I could think of is getting on the computer, doing whatever. Somehow during that way, something expired on my computer or something, and I wasn't able to log in anymore. I lost the information. I don't know what I did with it when it was written down. Guys, this is my fly tying room. It's a train wreck. I mean, you can see nothing has been... It's just been a nightmare. So anyhow, we get her back home, and they had to put like a colostomy bag thing on her, and it was a train wreck. So anyhow, we get that done. During that time, my daughter, I've always homeschooled. We have a homestead. I raise animals. We raise vegetables, big garden stuff. We got an orchard. Pretty self-sufficient kind of people. We have solar power. We can do all that. I even have a channel that does that stuff. That's also not been touched for that long. Today's the first day I've been able to log into YouTube, and I don't know how long. I think it's 122, 124 days. But I homeschooled my daughter. She decided she wanted to go back to public school. It was a God thing. At that same time, I was offered a job. You guys who followed my channel know I'm a beat up old man. I've had 13 surgeries. I've had a complete knee replacement, metal put in my leg, 6 surgeries on just my knee alone. I wasn't ever going to be able to do anything again. And I hope I don't get emotional on this because God is amazing. I jogged a mile yesterday. I hadn't been able to jog in, 6 years. And I've been walking 4 miles a day trying to lose some weight, get back in shape. I got offered this detective job, and I took it. And I explained to them my fishing thing and all this stuff in my YouTube, and they literally give me a shorter schedule where I work longer days, longer hours, to where I can have days off, to where I can do this. It's just been a mess. So I hadn't been in law enforcement for a few years, so I had to do like a re-up training thing. So I'd go to work, and then I'd have to do these training hours in the night to go take this test to get my certification reinstated. So it was completely just overwhelming. So when I did that, my daughter was going to go back to public school. She decided she wanted to be homeschooled again. That she just doesn't get it at the public school. They don't have the resources, the time, the effort to do that. So she comes back home. I'm gone. My wife's, so we ended up having to hire a lady to come teach my daughter, and we do what we can, and it's just a trainer. So anyhow, it's working. Everything's great. I love my job. I love to be back out there and help people. During this same time, our well goes out at our house. We live in the country. There is rural water out here, but it's horrible chemicals, and we paid for a meter to have it installed way back when, but to have them turn it on and to be a member of their organization, they charge $4,000 to come turn the valve. I refuse on principle to pay that much, especially for some water that gives me acid reflux because it has so many chemicals in it. So during this time, the well goes out. It's caved in. It's not like a motor needed replaced. It was like it's caved in. You can't get the old one out to put a new one in. It's destroyed. We've hired people to come look at it. They couldn't fix it. We had to get a new one dug. A new well couldn't get dug for 6 weeks. We were on a waiting list. I guess there was some government grant out there that a bunch of farmers had gotten, so every well digger was backlogged for 6 weeks. So for 6 weeks we didn't have actual running water per se. The well to my pond, I had it diverted a little bit to where we could like backfeed a garden hose into the house to get a shower, but you couldn't leave it that way because it didn't work right, so we'd have to shut it off and run back and forth. And the garden, we lost our garden, we lost part of the orchard. The pond lost dang near 2 feet of water in between where the bridge is. It was literally bare dirt. We didn't lose any fish, thank God. Finally got a well dug. It's still not 100% hooked up right. There's a company going to come this next week and do all that because I just can't, which is something that's also hard for me. I've never hired anybody to do anything, and now I don't have a choice. It's just if it's going to get done before winter, it's what I got to do. So anyhow, so the well went out, and so I go to work, and right when I get into work, all hell breaks loose. I mean, I get into some serious child abuse cases, some child trafficking cases, some pretty big burglaries, all this stuff. So I'm putting in 16, 18-hour days. I come home, and I'm dead. And, when you see all that crap and you come home, it's just awkward. So anyhow, I didn't have time to sit and try to figure out my computer deal, and I didn't even think about orders coming in. It wasn't like, that's no big deal. It's like, well, if I don't make a video, I don't make a video. People will eventually get over that or they won't. But I didn't think about the website stuff. It just completely brain blank, didn't get it done. So I'm sorry. I'm not that guy, guys. I'm not. So anyhow, with that said, there's some really awesome stuff coming on board. My daughter is a diehard fly tyer. She's been fly tying since she's a little kid. You guys see her. Anybody that knows me knows how good Zoe is. She's amazing at what she does. She's won 27 blue ribbons in different fly tying contests, and she's won like the state fair. Gosh, every year since she's entered. I say that this year she actually got second. She got some competition, which is awesome. But anyhow, she's been tying for me and helping me for years, and she's very, very organized and likes to do stuff. And she was wanting to go get a job, and I'm like, why don't you take and help me with the business, and I'll pay you great. Let's not give this thing up. So you can see behind me, she's went and started inventorying and organizing and getting all of our flies done. She's tying all the flies and the patterns of the stuff that she knows how to do. I'm tying as much as I can as well. She's getting the packaging stuffed up, and she's figured out how to look at and get the orders and anything like that done, so she's able to do all that. She's turned this thing around. Like, it's going to be awesome. It's giving her something to do that can make some money with some ownership instead of just going and working for somebody else. And then we're not pissing away this dream of mine. I've got a book out that I haven't had time to get everything done. So hopefully we'll get it released, and hopefully you guys will still support that. Any orders, any stuff, like I say, it's going out in the morning. We got it all fixed. It's all fixed. And if you have paid for something and it didn't get there, you have a full refund. Will be there Monday. Like, the transfers don't take place on weekends, I don't think. So it'll be Monday. It may be before then. It's in the mix, so I would expect that you have it Monday. Which, like I say, it's 2 or 3 people. It's not like I screwed the whole world over on this thing. But there was a couple people who did get glitched. And I'm a little embarrassed to say that. I wanted to reach out and, however, whatever, but I'm a man. I dropped the ball on a deal, and it's only fair that I tell you that. Now, this next deal, I have really not been able to do a lot getting the different guys fishing. I'm a part of some organizations that take cops who've been involved in shootings and to take veterans who've been in things. And I do a lot of that, trying to reach out and do those helps. So I have not been out recruiting. I've not been out raising money. I've not been able to get any of that done. Everything was just overwhelming. And we finally are back on a level playing field where life is normal. I have time to do things. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to do a little bit more of that. But if you are a vet or you're a cop and you've been through hell, reach out to me. If I can't personally get you out there, I have friends and organizations that I'm a part of, not near as active as I want to be anymore. But we want to help you guys. We want to get you out there and get you away from everything. With that being said, one day at work, I'm sitting there and blanked out. Just had to interview. I do all the child interviews of crimes. It's horrible. And so I'm blanked out, just having a bad day. And daydreaming, I have this idea, and I wrote a class, and it's kind of cool. I think it's the only one in America. For continuing education for law enforcement in Oklahoma, I now offer a fly fishing class. So if you're a cop and you're in Oklahoma and you need your mental health hours, this is a CLEAT accredited class. You'll get your hours for it. We're going to do it free of charge. I'm going to schedule it like a few times a year. I don't make any money off of it. This is just a way to get out to let cops know that there is something, and it's not the redundant mental health training that doesn't do anything, you don't get anything. This is something that will actually really help you a lot with your mental health, is to get out there and to tie and to do things, and it's changed my life. And if it wasn't for fly fishing, hard telling if I'd even be here anymore. I mean, it's that amazing for me. So anyhow, guys, this is a long video. I'm really sorry. You guys have been really good to me and my family over the years. We've got to go see a lot of stuff, do a lot of stuff, sell a lot of books, meet a lot of people, and we're going to continue that. Zoe's going to do as much of it as possible to keep to where when I come home, I don't have to do any paperwork. I don't have to do any orders. I don't have to do any packaging. I don't have to do any of that stuff that I kind of dropped the ball on. It's done for me, where I can come to my bench and I can tie flies. I can teach some classes. I can do stuff with the homeschool kids. We can do all that stuff, and we don't have to worry about all the others. And Zoe's able to start earning her place in life and doing the things as an adult, you know, and putting money away and doing that kind of stuff, which is really awesome for a kiddo to get that ownership of something. You know, with what we've built up, she should be good. If she wants to work for somebody, she can, but she'll never have to. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys can respect that I screwed up and not intentional, and life has been chaotic, and I'll do every damn thing in my power to keep it from happening again. Sometimes you just get a full plate, and we had a full plate this year. No excuse. You guys deserve better than that, but sometimes things happen that are beyond our control, and I literally were there. So with all that said, guys, thank you so much. We are going to be up and ready. Last year I tied over 15,000 flies at the end of season, so we are stocked up and ready to go for the Blue River already with what we had, and then we're starting to build back up. I need that time. Gosh, guys, when I get done interviewing these kids and doing all that stuff, gosh, I'm tearing things up. This is my vent. This is what makes my life better. So anyhow, with that said, we're here we are. We're going to make it work. This was a hard video to make. I wasn't going to do it, but I owe everybody an apology. Like, you guys have continually supported me. 40,000 people from around the world, hundreds of thousands of books. I can't let you guys down, so I got to really figure out how to schedule that. You guys are a priority to me. I don't want you to think that you're not. So we're going to fix it. We're going to make this thing better. We're going to get back to doing some stuff. I spent a lot of time, effort, and money trying to get this thing built up to where I can do different educational videos, share the little bit of stuff I can, you know, I've learned over the years, to get information from you guys. God, you guys have made me 10 times better. The support you've gave my kiddo over the years. I mean, she's out tying flies with some of the greatest names in the world, and it just makes me warm inside. So anyhow, thank you guys. I apologize. I'm going to try to make a video every weekend. I have 3 days off every week. Sometimes they'll let me have more. So I'm going to try to do that every week, and then you guys can get, it won't be, you know, as often as what it used to be, but at least once a week we'll have a video, something about fly tying or fly fishing. If you have any questions, concerns, you guys can email. All my information is in the description. Anything I can do for you guys that are in law enforcement, we're here for you. If your head's all jacked up and you need someone to talk to, I'm all about doing what I can to help you guys get stuff out. So thank you guys for everything. We'll see you in the next video. God bless all y'all.